Okay, so I want to make a video. Okay, basically this video is about the importance of pride and dignity. Why such topics? I'm always talking about obviously transgender issues and things like that. One issue that is always very pressing is the issue of passing, about which I talked previously. More than pressing for ourselves, it's kind of like necessary to integrate into society, i.e. going to work and having a social life, you know, just for sort of our own peace of mind and peaceful living. What I want to say is that one thing that is probably the most important that will help people to pass is pride. I.e., it doesn't matter so much your size, how tall you are, how small you are, certain physical characteristics that you might still have after transition, or the hormones might not change. But it's really how you behave. I'm very tall, extremely tall. I am 6'3", which makes me so much taller than the average woman. It makes me actually taller than the average man. But I have a lovely figure. However, these days, I kind of pass. You know, in my everyday life, going, you know, on a train, going to work, and, you know, stuff like that. And I do believe it doesn't have so much to do with a physical attribute, but, well, yes, partly, but also because of the way one portrays themselves. If I am gonna be sure of myself, confident, and sort of this reflects into the way I portray myself, and I stand and I walk, and the way I take care of my appearance, and I stand tall like a proud woman, then that's what I'm going to be perceived as. Conversely, being shy and insecure and trying to cover up and acting odd will make you stand out, like there's something wrong with you, which at first is not quite identifiable. However, after a while it becomes quite clear. Such as the same thing is for the being overly confident. Like, you know how some transsexuals are like overly, you know, loud and sexual, and that, I believe, deep down is to overcome a sort of deep sense of lack of self-confidence. And that also is going to make you stand out, as there's something kind of wrong with you. Why are you acting out like that? Do you see what I mean? So that's what I wanted to say. And so, pride and dignity to you all. Bye.